So welcome back to the ruuholic channel, guys. So today I have a very special guest with me, Sugandh. She did
Hi.
her master's from Tel Aviv University, and she did a very special course, that is security and diplomacy course. And to be honest, मुझे भी ज़्यादा नहीं पता इस कोर्स के बारे में, तो आपके साथ साथ मैं भी इनसे जानना चाहूंगी कि इस कोर्स में क्या कुछ था, क्या ऑप्शंस होते हैं, मेरा भी थोड़ा नॉलेज बढ़ेगा। तो इसलिए हम ये डिस्कस कर रहे हैं इस कोर्स के बारे में, ताकि अगर कोई, क्योंकि एक स्टूडेंट ने मुझे याद है कांटेक्ट किया था इस कोर्स के बारे में और मैंने आपको मैसेज भी किए थे, तो फिर मैंने सोचा कि मे बी और स्टूडेंट्स भी हों जो ये कोर्स करना चाहते हैं, तो आपसे बात करके एक वीडियो बनाते हैं ताकि लोगों के जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे वो उनको थोड़ा आइडिया हो, थोड़ी उनको नॉलेज हो कि क्या कुछ है इस कोर्स के बारे में।
So hi everyone, I'm Sugandh P Ojha और I did this masters from security and diplomacy from Tel Aviv University 2019-20 batch. तो graduated in 2020. तो हमें अभी डिग्री मिली है इतने शिद्दत के बाद हमें कोरोना और ये सारे attacks everything. This masters is basically about security, international security. They teach us about the course includes basically war strategy and the military doctrines and Middle East studies, Arab studies, Islamic studies, and you can choose your papers उसके बाद तो but major जो Islam Arabic studies में फिर आपको insurgency के papers होते हैं, cyber warfare के papers होते हैं, तो these papers you can choose, but basic thing you have to study is international relation, international law, war strategy, military doctrines. These are the things.
So is it mostly focused on Middle East?
It's mostly yes. In Tel Aviv University, you basically going to Israel, so you're doing Middle East studies. क्योंकि हाँ, that's the best thing they can teach you. क्योंकि हमारे Arab studies के जो professor थे, he was Middle East this Arab expert. I mean, I can assure you, he is the best professor anyone could ever get to study Arabic and Islamic studies.
आपका जो ये कोर्स था, ये 1 साल का ड्यूरेशन जो है इसका 1 साल है ना?
हाँ, ये it's a 1-year master's program.
Okay,
और basically you have to be international relation graduate. मतलब आप दूसरे courses में भी not necessarily कि उसमें वो it's not shown there कि आपको IR में ही bachelor's होना चाहिए. It's not written anywhere. But if you're moving abroad to do something like this, because it's not general journalism or anything. It's a heavy course about war and terrorism and counterterrorism insurgency. So if someone really wants to go abroad to do this course, they should have a background in international relations. क्योंकि अगर आप नहीं करते हो, then you're going to waste your time there and all your money. बहुत ज्यादा पैसे है तो फिर क्या ही कर
आपको
सकते
इतनी
हैं,
ज्यादा
पर नहीं
नहीं होगी, फिर ज्यादा फायदा नहीं होगा वो मास्टर्स करने का।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली आपको फायदा नहीं होगा, आपके पैसे बर्बाद होंगे, हाँ आपका टाइम भी बर्बाद होगा, क्योंकि उसके बाद फिर जब जो स्कोप्स होते हैं आप कहाँ वर्क कर सकते हो, कैसे वर्क कर सकते हो, यू हैव टू फाइंड इट योरसेल्फ।
मतलब बैचलर्स आपने इंटरनेशनल रिलेशनशिप में कर ली, उसके बाद आपको मास्टर्स के लिए यहाँ अप्लाई करना है, तो
नहीं पर
आपका कितना मिनिमम एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया क्या होना चाहिए बैचलर्स में कि आप यहाँ मास्टर्स में अप्लाई कर सकें?
राइट, तो मेरा बैचलर्स आया में नहीं था, मैंने बीबीए किया है, उसके बाद मैंने मास्टर्स किया है इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस में, तो ये मेरा सेकंड मास्टर्स हुआ और उसके बीच में मैंने काफी वर्क भी किया है। आई हैव वर्क एक्सपीरियंस आल्सो इन द फील्ड। तो बहुत सारे लोग जो थे हमारे क्लासमेट्स, मोस्ट ऑफ देम वर फ्रॉम द यूएस स्टेट से, तो दे वर आल्सो लाइक दिस, जिनका ये सेकंड डिग्री थर्ड डिग्री था, मतलब काफी बड़े बड़े लोग थे इस टाइप के, तो मतलब meaning that कि they already had experience in the field and then they came to do this course. So that's what people do in political science. The basic criteria है, you just have to submit your documents. We just submitted our documents, what you have done or what is your experience, and then you submit your motivation letter. I think what does the magic is your motivation letter. They read your SOP. Based on your SOP they call you. Or yeah, and then if you're applying for scholarship, there's another separate interview for that. So yeah, all of us who got the scholarship, we appeared for the interview. So there would be one Israeli professor and one Indian professor. If you're an Indian student, of course, one Indian professor and one Israeli to interview for the scholarship. So these are the basic
टेल अवीव
requirements.
यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से प्रोवाइड की जाती है आपको जिसको
हाँ, जब मैंने अप्लाई किया था तो टेल अवीव यूनिवर्सिटी हैड दिस कोलैबोरेशन विद टाटा ट्रस्ट. So it was easy for us, just to apply from the website. We just went there and applied. So that's what it.
हाँ, टाटा ट्रस्ट की थी अभी, बट इस साल टाटा ट्रस्ट का कुछ कोलैबोरेशन में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है टाउ के साथ, तो अभी वो करंटली अवेलेबल नहीं है, unfortunately. So I don't think so they are going to continue in future.
Okay, but apart from Tata Trust, there are many American organizations, societies for these are mostly Zionist societies that they fund you for your studies, even if you're non-Jewish, non-Israeli. So there are scholarship programs like that. I was checking, there are 4-5 organizations like that who fund you. Also, इसमें भी TAU में भी right now I've checked actually. Ministry of Israel, they are providing scholarship.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I think they are.
Israel government themselves are applying scholarship for, and they have special collaboration with India also. I mean, few countries, with 4-5 countries, they have special program, and India is one of them. So anyone who wants it, they can just apply online website.
या आई थिंक अगर आप मिनिमम एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल कर रहे हो और आपका सब कुछ एसओपी वगैरह अच्छा है, रिकमेंडेशन अच्छा है और आप प्रोफेसर से बात करते हो, तो आई थिंक कुछ ना कुछ स्कॉलरशिप तो हो ही जाएगी, आपके प्रोफेसर भी हेल्प कर देगा कुछ ना कुछ फाइंड आउट करने में.
हाँ, और आपको स्कॉलरशिप के लिए भी एक रिकमेंडेशन लेटर अलग से चाहिए होता है. These are separate recommendation के लिए. तो आपके कोर्स के लिए some senior person has to recommend you that this girl or this boy wants to do this course from university, and I recommend. And then for scholarship, there's another separate recommendation letter that you have to get. So you can also get it from some senior person who is like credible and all to favor your case.
Okay. या अगर आपने इसके लिए कुछ फीस भी पे की थी इस कोर्स के लिए?
नहीं, तो when I applied, what I knew before applying that I'll be getting 75% of the scholarship. That was written in the document that they give you 75% scholarship. So I actually calculated everything else, and then I thought that I'll get other things from my home. But when this was approved and when I got the letter, I actually got a full scholarship. So I was surprised and happy. So of course I got everything, excluding food and whatever I do for myself.
So in that 100%,
my fees was paid. 100% था, तो my fees was paid and my accommodation, dorms का everything was paid. So I just had to pay for my food and whatever I travel and I do.
Okay. So your main expenses that got paid, the fees and accommodation, because there are the major expenses here.
Yes.
Okay. So you still need to like borrow some amount from your family because it's a 1-year course. But still you can manage if you have like 100% or 75% of scholarship.
Yes, I mean if you calculate well and if you can do a good finance thing, you can manage it.
Okay. So what's the basic study structure of this program here? Like, do you get some field work or do you get some practical experience? So what you want to say about that here?
So yeah, we had theory classes, and apart from that, we had many security trips. We visited all the borders: Lebanon, Israeli border, Syrian Israeli border, Gaza, and everything. They took us everywhere. And I remember when we went to the Gaza Strip place, and near that there was a red alert at that time.
Oh.
And we were told that just if you see any. It's very interesting. I'll just tell you the very short thing. They had small balloons, with which the kids play. So they told us that a retired colonel was our supervisor during all the trips. So she told us that if you see these small, colorful balloons with which kids play, don't go and play with it. It's actually an IED, so it will explode on your face.
Oh, cold.
So yeah,
it's really scary.
Yeah, and that's how we visited, and they told us that you guys signed up for security diplomacy course, so you have to get this training. So
Mhm.
uh, so yeah, there were field trips apart from the trips, and we had to make reports on that, obviously. And apart from that, we had internship programs.
Okay.
Whenever you want to do, there are like 3 semesters, and whenever you want to do the internship in whatever semester, you can do it. There is no specification that you have to do it in first or second.
You do
So
it
you can
outside
manage
the
your own.
university? These internship, you do it outside the university?
Yes, there's this INSS with TAU collaboration, national security. So you can it's inside the university.
Okay.
Apart from INSS, there are other institutes are outside in other cities, Haifa and Herzliya. There's a corporate, this private thing, Max Security. So Max Security Solutions is a corporate thing. It's a company. People can go there. I mean, I'm mentioning company because most of the students from our department, they do think tanks, that they do research. So
Mhm.
there are research organization think tanks as well, and they will come to the university. It's not a big problem. You can just coordinate with the supervisor of the course, and they come to the university. They pick up student. You can just talk to them and apply to the think tank and research organization. And yeah, it's easy to
Okay.
run.
So it's good. Like apart from the bookish knowledge, you also have like very other opportunity, field trip and internship.
Yes,
It's like very
yes,
interacting course.
it is very, yeah.
Mhm.
Apart from the course, I would also suggest if any younger student is coming, apart from all of this, you have a good batch also. Like in my batch, most of the people had served up the US Army, or from Greece also, the guy had served in Egypt. Um, so apart from all of this, in this course, you are interacting with all of these people who have done amazing things and can tell you a lot of things. So it's a lot of cultural amalgamation
Yeah,
in our
so it
history.
also expand your horizon. It give you so many
Uh,
ideas and so many
exact,
thoughts. Yeah. Mm.
exactly. And you basically, when you're learning about security and terrorism and stuff, you actually learn from stories a lot, stories that people are telling you around.
Yeah.
So these are the one best way.
And you're also interacting with people who are in army, so you get a real story from their personal experience. So that's really amazing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So do you also have like a campus placement option here after your course?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So a lot of people have asked me about placements. One thing I have to say, in political science, there is nothing that is called placement. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't happen. It's just in political science, you have to find your own way. But yeah, the plus point is, if you're studying in a good institute like Tel Aviv University, but previously I did IAR from Symbiosis University. So if you're doing it from universities like this, who have contacts, who can bring you great professors,
Mhm.
you can get recommendations, you can
Yeah,
get
good point.
contacts, and you can connect to someone senior in the field, and you can pitch your idea, you can pitch your research or whatever, you can show them your skills.
Mhm.
So that's how you find a job if you want to.
Mhm.
But there's nothing placement sort of thing, but they send you all the opportunities they know about.
So
They'll
it's like
email
this
you everything.
course, you will get well trained during this course. Now you after the course you will have to go in real world and find out your own path.
Yes,
Yeah, but it's
yes,
like you will
exactly.
get a better trained. Yeah, that's also good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. So I also want to know, like, because I also don't know, like, what are the career options after this course? Like, in which jobs you can go?
So a lot of people who did this course are either security analysts or political analysts, or if they have already served with the army, they are going back to intelligence department and everything. I remember one of my classmates had already served in the U.S. intelligence. So I guess we are not in touch because a lot of people are off social media. I mean, it makes sense because in this course, whoever has served things like security services, they are not on social media. So nowhere you can find them. It's very difficult to connect to everyone. But yeah, I guess she's again working with that because that was her plan, to work in the US Army again. So these are the scopes that you can work on. And
So
yeah,
you
these
can
are
you can find a
these
job in India as well as abroad also after this course.
Yes. You can find it in the US, Europe, anywhere you want. You just because professors are from everywhere. They have connections everywhere. So wherever you want to work, you have to set a plan already and just tell the professor or just connect it. I mean, have a plan already. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I think that's it. I don't have any other question. But if you want to say anything, because you know much about this course, if you want to say like this will be beneficial for the upcoming students, or they should know this. If you want to say anything, you can add.
Yeah, I would just say that I get a lot of questions online, on LinkedIn and on Facebook. People asking a lot of things. So I would just tell the younger students that do your research before signing up for anything like this. It's a serious course, of course. Everything is serious. But yeah, if you're doing this thing, you have to set your goals and everything before. You have to write it down, like literally write it down with pen and thing. What do you want to do? What is your scope? Because once you go there and then you study all of this, and then you study all the world wars and everything, all the serious thing, and then you cannot get a job. Because I get a lot of questions on jobs, how you're getting job and all.
Yeah, because
So
everyone's
that's what you don't get.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't get a job. You cannot. Yeah, the university doesn't. No university in the political science spoon feeds with a job. So set your goals and objectives and everything before what you want to work, and while you are studying, keep doing and keep connecting with the people. In 1 year span, you just don't have to study. Along with the study, you also have to connect to the right person, so that you can work further.
You have to grow your network so that it can benefit you later after this course.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now you're freelancing, right?
Yes, I am freelancing as of now.
Okay. Good. So it makes like you have to be self-sufficient and well prepared in advance, that after this course
Right.
you need to be like ready to find out a job for yourself. Yeah,
Right.
that is pretty much for everyone's for other courses also. Like here, like international students don't have much opportunity to get a job here in Israel. So even if you are done with the PhD, then you need to either do a postdoc and go to India, find a job. So it's pretty much same everywhere. It's not like
Yes, exactly.
you are
Every
studying in
field is
US and you
struggling.
will get a job after that. It's not US. It's Israel.
Right,
So
every field is
options are
struggling.
not that.
So I was telling you that I am doing this podcast which is on Spotify. It is called Persian Pragmatism, Decoding Iran's Foreign Policy. थोड़ा लंबा नाम है,
तो
पर
मेरे
हाँ,
को
3 of us
सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना है या फ्री में है?
नहीं, फ्री में है, ये फ्री में
तो
अवेलेबल
अच्छा
है
है, तो आप लोग
Spotify
उनका
पे। और
पॉडकास्ट
आपके
सुन सकते हो। मैं लिंक डाल दूंगी डिस्क्रिप्शन में। सुनना 3 एपिसोड आ चुके हैं ना आपके अभी?
यस, 3 एपिसोड अभी आ चुके हैं। हमने यूएई को कवर किया। हमने फर्स्ट एपिसोड में इंडिया और ईरान के साथ किया है, बिकॉज देयर आर 3 ऑफ अस। एक मैं हूँ, आई एम द होस्ट, आल्सो आई डिस्कस। पर फर्स्ट एपिसोड में आई वाज जस्ट अ होस्ट, एंड देन देयर इज अनदर गाय, he has served in the IDF, और वो अभी रिजर्व में भी है IDF में। his name is Jacob Zucker. He's also an analyst or Middle East politics pe he's a scholar. Apart from that, we have a senior guy. He's very senior, corporate lawyer also. His name is Mark Kinra. So 3 of us are doing this podcast, and अभी तक हमने 3 एपिसोड किए हैं, इंडिया, ईरान, UAE ईरान, and Turkey ईरान। 4th episode तक तो there's lot of corona shit, and then attacks in Israel, conflict situation hai, so we are still not able to find a good time to do that. But yeah, it's a series, so it's
I'm also gonna listen to your podcast now. Sounds
yeah,
interesting.
Thank you.
Sounds
Yeah, so
interesting to
episodes
me.
are anyway gonna come later on. Actually, want to ask you one thing.
Yeah, sure.
That if you want to talk about how you are coping up with everything, because a lot of students are also asking that how safe is this?
Yeah. Lots of students are also asking me, like, after, like, they are still asking me, like, is it still
Yes,
safe there? Should we come? Should we still think about coming there, coming here?
right.
Yeah. So I keep interacting with them. I try to reply as many messages I can. Yeah, and that's why I also made this video to assure, because lots of people in India don't know about the safety system. I myself, I didn't know. My family, they also,
Yeah.
उनको भी नहीं पता था. वो भी यही सोच रहे थे कि पता नहीं क्या हो रहा होगा इज़राइल में. बट अगर
Mhm.
देखा जाए तो जो इनका यहाँ का डिफेंस सिस्टम है, उसको देख के थोड़ा ये तो होता है कि सेफ्टी अच्छी है. बट ये है कि टेंस तो थोड़ा रहता ही है, क्योंकि एकदम से आप आ रहे हो इंडिया में, ऐसी सिचुएशन कहीं और भी नहीं होती है. एकदम ऐसा
Mhm.
आ रहा है कि आप सायरन बज रहे हैं, ये सब हो रहा है, तो वो काफ़ी थोड़ा तो अलग रहता है. उससे कॉप अप होने में थोड़ा टाइम तो लगता है आपको. इवन मैंने कुछ इज़राइली से भी पूछा था, जो यहाँ पे सालों से रह रहे हैं, उनको भी थोड़ा वियर्ड लगता है जब ऐसी सिचुएशन होती है. बट यही है.
Right. So anyone who is planning to go there, छोटे बच्चे जो भी हैं, तो I don't know what would you say to them?
I'll just say them कि अगर मतलब इट डिपेंड फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन, क्योंकि मुझे यूजुअली जो है, मैं ज़्यादा इन चीज़ों पे ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं करती. मैं मतलब थोड़ा टाइम के लिए सोचा, बस फिर मैं वापस अपनी नॉर्मल लाइफ में आ जाती हूँ. बट कुछ लोग होते
Hmm.
हैं जिनको ज़्यादा इफेक्ट करती हैं, वो ज़्यादा इफेक्ट हो जाते हैं इन चीज़ों से, जैसे लॉकडाउन भी हो रहा है, उससे ज़्यादा इफेक्ट हो जाते हैं.
Right.
तो उनके लिए मैं कहूँगी कि वो थोड़ा सोच लें पहले आने से, कि अगर आपको ये
Mhm.
चीज़ें ज़्यादा, क्योंकि आपको अगर इमोशनली इफेक्ट करेंगी, तो फिर आपका काम भी इफेक्ट होगा. बट अगर आपको ऐसा है कि कोई नहीं, जो भी हो रहा है आसपास, हमें बस अपना काम करना है, उस पर आप फोकस रह रहे हो, तो आप अच्छे से रह सकते हो यहाँ पे.
Right.
हाँ, तो डिपेंड करता है कि आपका नेचर
Hmm.
कैसा है, आप सराउंडिंग से कितना ज़्यादा इफ़ेक्ट हो रहे हो. ऐसा नहीं है कि
Hmm.
हमें इफ़ेक्ट नहीं होते, इफ़ेक्ट मुझे भी हो रहा था, क्योंकि जैसे ही कि आप नॉर्मली नहीं रह सकते कि आप वर्कआउट कर रहे हो या कुछ हो रहे हो, थोड़ा रहता है कि कभी भी एकदम से सायरन बज गया तो क्या होगा? बट एक थोड़ा ये
हाँ.
होता है कि आप थोड़ा कूल रहते हो कि कोई बात नहीं, सायरन बजेगा तो हमारे पास ये है, हमें पता है कि ये डिफेंस सिस्टम है. तो आप थोड़ा कूल
Right.
और रिलैक्स रहते हो, तो ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी.
Mhm.
मुझे तो यही फील होता है पर्सनली. Thank you so much, Sugandh, for joining. I think it's going to benefit a lot of students. और अगर उनके कुछ क्वेश्चंस होंगे, वो कमेंट्स में आप पूछ सकते हैं. मुझे पता होगा तो मैं आंसर कर दूंगी, नहीं तो सुगंध से पूछ के उनसे हम
Yes, I
आंसर करने
can.
की पूरी कोशिश करेंगे. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and please give it a thumbs up. I'm trying very hard कि आप लोगों तक ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन पहुंचा सकूँ, तो इसलिए आप लोगों की सपोर्ट की बहुत ज़रूरत है. तो इसलिए प्लीज़ गिव इट अ थम्स अप टू दिस वीडियो एंड ऑल्सो सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल. थैंक यू सो मच.